All right. I think we're live. Oh, wait. I feel like I should put my hat on. Where did it go? Hold on. Let me grab the witch hat. For appropriate Halloween writing vibes. This is the same one I was wearing last night in Cody's sprints. But, oh my gosh. It is Friday. It's Halloween, which is insane that the first month is already over. Like, I don't know. I think it's crazy. But yes. So today we're going to do some more little writing sprints, more productivity sprints. I have no idea what tomorrow is going to bring. Or I guess November would be the better way to put it in terms of what sprints we might be doing, that sort of a thing. I don't know. But for today, we're just going to do some writing productivity sprints. We'll chat about how this first month has gone, and yeah, just kind of start the day off with some productivity. I'm definitely a little tired still, but we'll get through it. So I'm actually going to dive in real quick with how do I change this sprint timer? Ooh. See if I can figure out how to do it. We'll do a long break sort of thing. Because if I come over here, getting so many notifications on my phone. All right, so this is what we're going to try. We're going to start here. Let me add a little banner. There. That should work. So we'll just get a quick little sprint going to get us started. If you pop in and you want to throw what you're working on in the chat, that would be awesome. And we'll give 15 minutes for, people to come in, get settled, get a little bit of starting work done, and then we'll have a bit of a chat. So let's get started. Okay, that was jarring. Okay, let's see. I've been playing around with the new comments thing for StreamYard, but hello everybody. I hope that first sprint went well for you. Let me know how you did. I don't think any of us were actually sprinting yet, just based off what everyone I think is working on. So yeah, it took me by surprise too, Erin. Yeah, I mostly was working on a Instagram post for that sprint, but I'm planning on getting back into. Well, actually, you know, I'll explain in a second what I'm going to work on next. Let's see. Erin opened the document to make notes. Fantastic. So if you're curious what Erin is talking about, I am doing a stream this afternoon on my world building channel in honor of Spooky Day, right? And I'm bringing Erin on because Erin is a chemist, right? Or not chemist. Yes, chemist. Chemist. Yes. Wow. I'm losing my mind. Yes. And I'm going to go through one of the magic systems I created for a project that will probably come after my debut duology, which is coming out in 2026. So like this would probably be my 2027 project, which is very like witchy. Yeah, chemistry student. There we go. A chemistry student. Which I mean, I feel like you can claim it's fine. But yeah, so Erin's gonna come on and I'm gonna explain my potion chemistry alchemy system to Erin, and we're gonna chat about it a little bit and make some potions on the stream, which is gonna be a lot of fun. So Erin is pulling notes together, which is probably what I'm gonna do in the next sprint as well. I think I have all of those notes in Campfire still. I have like written up page notes, but then the actual individual things for spells I have, or for the potions I have in Campfire. So I might move that all over to Notion, which is where I want to use it in the future. I mean, I'm not going to stop you calling me a chemist. Thanks for graduating me. You're welcome, Erin. You can drop out of school now. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I shouldn't really be working on it, but given that it's Halloween and it's spooky season and like it is a very witchy book, like it has witches, it has spells. I created a whole spell language for it. That's if you've seen any of my conlanging stuff where I did my spell language or I did like any of the relays, all of that was using the language that I created for the spells for that project. So I don't know, it's fun. It's been like something I'm kind of working on slowly in the background because it's a lot of world building and mechanics and stuff like that to get worked out logistically before I actually finish the book. But the book is outlined and I started the first draft of it. That's how far I've gotten on it because I had to focus on Wells of History. Let's see. What's I gonna do? Okay, yeah. So I'm curious if anyone has any thoughts, topics of discussion for today, or I can just like word vomit about my witchy book. But yeah, let me know if you have any ideas for that. And I'm going to be, I don't know, today's kind of a crazy day for me, so I'm a little jittery. If you haven't already noticed, I have this stream in the morning, and then at noon my time, I have a call with my dragon patron tier for our monthly like world building club meetup. And so we're going to be like going over what people have been working on. So I'm sure I'll see some like of people's maps. I'll see some like conlanging sound changes stuff. I'm not entirely sure what all everyone's been working on this month, but I always love those. But I need to prepare what I'm going to share, which is probably going to be sneak peeks of the map for my book, probably is what I'll show them because my map artist has been making really good progress, which is exciting. And then I have the stream with Erin, and then I'm going trick-or-treating with my kids. So like it's gonna be a packed day. Favorite candy you'd be excited to get trick-or-treating? Ooh. I feel like I'm a pretty standard like oranges and reds. Like I love a Kit Kat. I love Reese's Pieces, peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut butter cups, however you, whatever, that thing. But I also like like Twizzlers, I enjoy Starburst, but I tend to prefer chocolate candies. Like, I feel like I can't eat too many of the, like, gummy candies because like, makes my teeth sad. So probably those. Always tell the kids, when in doubt, go red or orange if they're not sure what to grab. Um, see, I'm literally opening a Kit Kat as you said that. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't know. I love that the kids get to go trick-or-treating, and they love that they get their candy and they eat it every now and then, but, like, we don't let them eat a ton of candy. Like, they can have 1 or 2 pieces a day depending, but, like, normally like, I think I still have a big bag of their candy leftovers from last year that I need to throw away now, so it's like, I don't know. It's a whole thing, but yes, very busy. Yeah. I don't know if this has been the case for anyone else, but I feel like Halloween really snuck up on me this year. Like, I feel like just a week ago, I was like, wow, I have so much time left, and then it's here. But luckily, my kids have been very low maintenance this year. When we asked them what they wanted to be for Halloween, they were like, oh, we want to be this and this, which are costumes they have now, like play costumes. And so I was like, sold. Don't have to go get anything, don't have to go make anything. They're very happy to get to wear what they already have, which is very nice. You've never heard of a color system for candy. Oh, I feel like it's a thing, at least maybe it's just here or something, or just among my friends. I don't know, but I've definitely heard that before. Yeah, because I feel like there's like the really colorful ones tend to be the more like, I don't even know what to call it, non-chocolate candies. Yeah, usually anyway. Yeah, they're pretty good kids. Well, I mean, they're very, very good kids. So we're lucky in that regard, but yeah, it'll be chill. I haven't even decorated. Like, we have some Halloween decorations. Are they on our porch? No. Have I done anything? No. Will I have time to? Probably not. I don't even know if we have like a bowl for trick-or-treating right now. You've never been trick-or-treating. Well, I mean, it's less of a thing where you are, right? Like, 'cause you're in more of a, I don't wanna say remote place, but it's less, like, urban? Less densely populated, right? Yeah, I have a lot of very fond memories of going trick-or-treating as a kid. I lived on a very major road, like, very major road with 0 shoulder, 0 sidewalk, nothing. So I would always go down to one of my friends' houses to go trick-or-treating, and I don't know, it was always a blast. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely like, I know there's a lot of people that don't really like Halloween, which I don't really take issue with, you know? Yeah, definitely small town in the UK, like, only a third to half of the houses even do it. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I would say that honestly, even, like, where I am on my street, I mean, maybe it's slightly more than that, but I would say probably almost half, maybe a third of the houses don't do it, just 'cause I don't know. It's also, I live in an area that is very, like, culturally diverse. So I feel like there's a lot of people that are not, like, don't even speak English much where I live, or at least part of their household doesn't speak English. And I feel like they tend to be a little bit like, no, we're not doing that. That's whatever weird shenanigans y'all are up to, hard pass. And then there's also a lot of people that are like move around a lot and aren't here, or, and don't do it. Yeah. It's definitely like an optional one. Like, it's definitely not my favorite holiday, but I also feel like my favorite holidays, the things I like about them really have nothing to do with like the holiday itself. It's just things we happen to do at that holiday, you know? House got egged. Oh no. I've never heard of that like actually happening for real. Oh, that's awful. Oh, snotty little kids, man. That's ugh, my kids would get in so much trouble if they egged a house. Like, I feel like I would egg them. Just like crack a bunch of eggs on their head and make them just stand there for an hour or something. I don't know. I don't know, but ugh. I feel like the older I get, the more I like Halloween, or at least the vibe of it. Yeah, I feel like also in the like bookish writing community, like there's a lot of things that get associated with, like, spooky season that isn't as, like, I don't know. I don't know, like, it's cozy, it's warm, you get all the cute fall stuff, you get, like, all the, like, costumes and, like, leaning into that really ties into a lot of, like, the fantasy space and stuff, like, I feel like the things that I would enjoy the most if I were gonna make, like, a full costume would be, like, trying to make, like, a costume from one of my books or, like, a book I like, there's a lot of room for that in the, like, fan-iverse sphere of, that. So I feel like it's a big thing in, like, fantasy writing and fantasy bookish communities, and also just those communities in general, because I feel like they're all very pro cozy, warm, like, I don't know, I feel like that's the vibe. Um Oh, Nazra Freeman says not try to enjoy the spread of the consumerist version of Halloween we're getting in France. It's too much for me. Yeah, I do not like the consumerist part of it. I don't really engage with that very much. Like, we have 2 Halloween decorations, which my kids wanted to pick out like 3 years ago or something. I don't know. And sometimes we remember to stick them on our back porch. Usually we don't. Um, we will get a bag of candy and put it out in a bowl, and then, like, costumes. But, like, if I had time, I would much prefer to make costumes. Like, I feel like those are always the best, like, getting to do that, or, like, putting stuff together from things you have in your house. Like, that creative side of it is, I feel like, the most joyful part of it for me. Um, Whereas, like, going out and, like, buying costumes is kinda just like, meh, you know? So, like, I definitely agree with you there. Like, I feel like all the things I like about it are very, like, I don't know. Yeah. But, I mean, the world we live in, they're gonna make everything consumerist, especially here in America, like, everything is about the things you can buy, and just, like, looking down my street, there's so many houses that are, like, insane Christmas level get up. Like, we have a house down the street that, like, they go so far out for Halloween. Like, it is crazy. Their whole yard is just full of decorations, and I think they make it like a little walking path that, like, on Halloween you can, like, walk through it. But, like, they have these giant statues and these things that move and lights and spooky things, and, like, it's insane. Absolutely insane. There are some very interesting thoughts on your notes I have, by the way. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm so excited to talk potions. I'm so excited to, like, refresh my memory on everything. Um, let's see. I want to do a proper oh, okay, you might have to help me with that pronunciation. Callan Golf celebration, but at the moment I'm not at home, so can't really do the fire, which is the central part. Tell me more. I want to know what that is. Nazra Freeman, literally my best memories are my mom making me costumes. I hate dressing up nowadays as an adult, but as a kid, I loved what my mom did. I have the same thing. My mom made all my costumes as a kid until I got pretty old, actually. So I still have a lot of them, and, like, my daughter's worn them sometimes. But yeah, like, and the pictures of them are so cute. Like, I was like a turtle one year, and I had this giant little turtle shell that she made out of felt. One year she asked me what I wanted to be, and I couldn't decide between a cat or a princess. So I decided I wanted to be a kitty cat princess. So she had to make me a whole little, fuzzy felt uh cat costume, and then a princess dress that was fitted to go over. And I have so many pictures of me running around in that, like, so happy. Like, if I had less ADHD and more free time, that's the type of thing I would love to do for my kids, but alas, it is hard for me to do when it's so easy to just have them use what they already have or go out and grab something cheap. Like, I don't know. The stuff you do with your mom, yeah. Calangath is a traditional Welsh version of Halloween. Most of the traditions are centered around the bonfire or telling your future for the coming year. That sounds so cool. There are, like, 3 different ways to predict your death in the coming year, plus a way to earn your weight in beer. That sounds awesome. Why don't we do that? Like, come on. I feel like we need more, like, adult Halloween stuff, you know? Because I feel like the only thing we have right now is, like, you go to a costume party and you drink a lot. Like, that's that's kind of what we got here. Um, oh, you got ADHD too. That checks out, I guess. Yeah. Yes. Very much with the ADHD over in this brain over here. Oh, hey, I found you again. Hello, Peter Wolfbuild. Yeah, we're streaming again. Which actually we should probably start making our way towards another sprint soon, but I'm curious what people are working on. I assume, Erin, you're still working on notes for our stream later today, which is going to be, I feel like we have a few new people. We're streaming on my world building channel to go over my potion system, and Erin is a chemistry student, so he's going to join me and we're going to talk about my potion system and making potions and all of that. It's going to be fun. And then I assume Tanya's still working on making lunch. All of us have to have some healthy ADHD. Yeah, it's pretty common in the writing world building communities, I find. Not everybody, but let's see. I incorporated a similar thing to the wheat and beer in my con culture for... Oh, I can't remember what the little dot things do. Badaudelatus? How close was that? Yes, more notes. Oh boy, mine is not very healthy at all. Yeah. Conlanging and ASD. Yeah. It is a whole thing. Okay, so my goal for this sprint for some accountability here, this is what my goal is. I'm going to try to move all of my potion stuff that I need to present in the stream later to Erin and to everybody into Notion, where I can access it more easily, because I'm moving away from Campfire. It doesn't work for me, and I'm putting everything in Notion, so I need to set up a space for that world, because I don't actually have it in Notion right now. I have my other projects in there, but not that one. I'm going to try to get enough stuff in there that we can work off that instead of a PowerPoint. That's going to be my goal for the next sprint. Ooh, Peter's still working on the book sharing app, just launched a character profile and character post feature. Chatters can share posts from now on too. That'll be fun. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, hopefully we can get a decent bit done. Because I would like to get all this stuff prepped so that then I can actually work on edits a bit, because I am also working on copy edits today. Goal is to do this 30-minute client call. I don't want to do without crashing out. I believe in you. Those are so rough. Okay. Yeah, I hate talking to people on the phone. And a client call, oof. Can't imagine. Okay, so let's pull this up. Let's hide the chat from the screen. Let's put our little notice here for people that show up and have no idea what we're doing, even though it says writing sprints. Yes. Okay. We're gonna do 25 minutes. I feel like that'll be good. Yes, that'll be great. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get this sprint started, and then I will see you all in 25 minutes. So let's get going. Okay, after that jarring alarm, which is a bit jarring, yeah. That is that sprint. Let's see. Let's pull the comments back up. Okay, how did that go for people? I know a few people had to step away or are still working on stuff. So I'm not sure how many of y'all are even taking a chat break right now. Let's see. So Peter, about your app and being not great at finding users. I mean, I would recommend like there's a lot of spaces that would be really good at that. There's the whole writing Reddit spaces that would be good to post that on to try and get some more people. There's a lot of various like forums and like Discord servers that are for writers. You'll have to be careful about like selling things or like advertising things. They normally have a lot of rules about that, but you can probably ask, and they probably have a channel for that sort of thing that you could post it in a decent bit of places. But I feel like there's a decent number of areas you should be able to put that back at. Yeah. I mean, I know, but like a lot of places have like self-promotion areas, or like you can ask and be like, hey, I want to post about this. Like, would that be okay? Where can I put it? But most, like, especially more like bigger places will have a space for that. Like most of the discords I'm in have spaces for that sort of a thing. You'll just have to reach out and start adding, joining some. Aaron's back. Vomicadia? Good morning. I don't know if I've seen you about here. Tiny's just now sitting down to work on admin. Very cool. Okay, I made some progress. I'm definitely not done yet. I set up the Notion space for the new World project. And I've been going through and adding, starting to like set up like the database structure for it, which is kind of complicated. Like it's kind of a weird thing to, I don't know. I find it this tricky. So I'm still trying to work on the organizational aspect of it because it is kind of complicated. Like it's a pretty expansive system. So that's okay. Like just there's a lot of like it's sort of like a full chemistry system, right? Like it's got a lot of like components for different things, ways you can change the components, and then trying to make potions out of all those ingredients is like a whole thing. So I'm doing what I can, but I'm definitely going to need another couple of sprints to work on that. See, Aaron is looking into alkaloids as a case study for a thought I had. Okay. I'm usually at Seth streams this time of morning, but he is off today. Wait, who is Seth? Do I not know this person? Is there another morning streamer that I am unaware of? Let's see. It would be absolutely amazing to have a few opinions on it to find out if it's worth chasing towards the direction it's going. Yeah, I mean, like, I can definitely look at it. I mean, there's going to be other places to put it. I'm not really probably the best like person to aim for with like apps and stuff because I'm really bad with those. Like they typically don't work for me at all just because I'm very like weird about it. Like everyone I've tried, even really great ones, it's the ADHD for me. I struggle to like stay within apps, but you know, there'll people that can look at it. Christina asks, what project am I working on? So right now I'm not writing. I guess technically I'm world building for writing. But this afternoon I am doing a stream with Aaron, actually, who's a chemistry student, in honor of like witchy, spooky day, whatever, Halloween. We're doing a stream on my world building channel to talk about one of my magic systems for the project that will be after my debut duology, because it's got a whole like potion system. So I'm going to like explain my potion system. I'm going to talk to Aaron and get some feedback on it. And then we're going to build some potions because it'll be fun. Right. So we'll see how that goes, but I don't have all my notes fully together in a way that would be easy to present on stream. Right. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Like I have a few like notebook pages. I have like sketches and diagrams and stuff, but I'm trying to like get it into a place that'll be easier to talk from. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. Let's see. Seth Ring usually starts about 6 a.m. and ends at noon. Whoa! That's a long time. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. I like YouTube for books, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what it is. Like, I'll want to see a pitch and like where to check it out, I guess, you know? Um, Aaron, a good chunk of it is going to be me learning how the system works when applied. Yes, but like that's the goal. Like I'm trying to explain it to the audience as well, because I guess for people who don't know, one of the things I had been doing, I guess, because I'm kind of done it for a long time, was I built a spell language to use in this book project. So a lot of my world building like audience, I guess, has seen this project coming together, so they know all about the world from the spell side of it and building out what those spells look like and that spell language and making spells for grimoires and stuff. So like I did a lot of that on stream. So I thought it would be cool to show them another aspect of the world building there, which is this potion system. So a lot of it is just going to be explaining it and yeah, asking questions, coming up with things that I need to maybe expand on or think about more, then hopefully make a couple things. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Christina, that's a really, really good idea for Peter's app. Try uploading a demo on YouTube so people can watch without downloading right away. Yes, I know there's a lot of nervousness about downloading things they haven't seen before. I think that's a really good idea. Because then people kind of have an idea of what you're even talking about. You know what I mean? And it's a pretty low stress, chill entry point to go into there, or making even like a few little graphics that you could share somewhere to show like how it works or how you want it to work, that sort of thing. You can also explore the platform without an account too. Subscription is only needed for interactions and reading. Yeah, yeah. It's a web app. Oh, so like a web. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think still a video demo could be really helpful for people to share because then they could just watch it like super low key, which I'm a YouTuber. I like to peruse information on YouTube, so that would be an effective thing like me, yeah, to put that together. But yeah, I mean, if you've got a link, like a demo link for people, you should share that up with people. Like, is it running right now? Like, could you just like put the link out? Or I guess you can't put a URL, but like you could put like what the website is and people could go check it out in the chat. It's just like YouTube. Why not? Can do a video of it. Yeah, I think that'd be great. People also really like, for things that are like in progress like that, it could be really fun for people to be able to follow along by getting like video updates and stuff. Like I follow those a lot for various video games that people are creating. So like Paralives is one I've been following for a while, and I like watching all the little video updates that come out, just to kind of like, you know, it's fun, you know, so you could do something like that. I feel like my brain is like in like marketing mode right now. So I'm like, oh yes, and do you have a newsletter to send out updates? And my brain is running about like crazy. Um, I'm losing it. Yeah, I'm in such a weird place today. Because I feel like I've been trying to get everything prepped from like a marketing advertising angle before for my debut, and so I've been working on that a lot, like in every break I have for the last few weeks, and it puts my brain in such a weird headspace like thinking about that stuff because it's not a natural way for me to think, right? So like I've been doing a lot of research on like, okay, what kind of things am I going to want to give away for a pre-order campaign? How do you share about that and get the word out? There's like tour companies to do cover reveal tours, and like, do I want to do that or do more of an organic outreach campaign myself, and how much time would that take, and like what my goals would be, and like, do I want to do pre-order like, you know how in Kickstarter if you have like so many like sales you like unlock extra things, right? Like unlockable tiers. I see people do that with pre-order campaigns too. And it's like, do I want to do that? And if so, what numbers do you choose? Because it's so hard to know like how many you have. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely, it's just a hot mess, honestly, trying to figure it all out. So I feel like everything now I'm just like, I don't know. advertising brain, I guess. Let's see. I keep forgetting to show these. Erin got most of their thoughts down. We'll see if anything else occurs to me along the way. I mean, I'm sure it will. It's going to be pretty chill. It's going to be pretty chatty. I feel like for the most part, people are just going to be there to watch, to like learn about the system. So that's what we'll be chatting about. Oh yeah, yes. You can't put a full link. Yeah, so you have to do something like that. So if anyone wants to check that out, Angels. Not with an H. Because it wants to go archangels. Wow, but with an H. Oh, it's apparently also a blues rock super group formed in Austin, Texas. Let's see if I can put a link in the chat. There we go. Okay, there's the link. I can put it in it because it's my page thing. Yeah, okay, cool, sweet. Madeline, that sounds so overwhelming. It is so overwhelming. Let me tell you, it's a lot. Like, I feel like I'm really lucky to have a lot of really good resources for this. Like, I have a lot of indie friends who are pretty successful indie authors who I can ask for advice. I'm in some like writing groups with some pretty successful indie authors that I can ask for advice for things. My sister's in marketing, advertising. Marketing is my day job, but I'm so far removed from indie publishing. Yeah. So that's the situation I'm running into right now with my sister, because like she is my marketing manager, right? I'm paying her to help me out with stuff because I'm so bad with social media. Like you'd think, YouTuber, good at social media. No, false, wrong. I'm awful. Mostly because of the ADHD. Like with YouTube, I can do these big bursts of stuff where I feel like with social media, it's so many little like things, which like kills me. Absolutely kills me. But we're trying to figure out how everything applies because like marketing in general is a very general thing, right? And in different niches and areas and I guess what would you call it, like audiences or something, right? There's very, very different expectations, right? And the thing with indie publishing specifically when it has to do with marketing is that you aren't well, it depends, but like if you're trying to just funnel the people to your website to like buy your book that way, that's a lot more straightforward from a marketing aspect, in my opinion. But once you start getting into trying to sell books on other platforms, it gets into a whole other thing because you have to worry about like how different types of engagement interacts with different algorithms and like I don't know. I think it's a whole thing. And like once you throw in advertising in there and like AMS ads and Facebook ads and like trying to figure out how those work and then how they influence the algorithm and then the whole thing. Cody, happy Halloween. Hello. We had a very fun time sprinting last night. If people haven't seen it, want to go back and watch on Cody's channel, the sprint streams last night we did spooky trivia, spooky Jeopardy, which was epic. We all were awful, but we had a lot of fun and learned a lot of really fun facts. It was very, very good. Yeah, YouTube and social media are really different. Yeah, absolutely. Organization is so different. Yes. I got essays due at a schedule that isn't my own. I do hate that. I do hate that. Yes, and it all costs money. Like some of it is free, right? But it's kind of like a time money thing, right? Like with doing like a cover reveal campaign, right? I'm going to book a tour to do that. I've gotten really good advice and recommendations for the specific tour company and I think the price is reasonable for what I can expect to get out of it. But like instead of that, what I could do is I could have like if I had a street team and if I reached out to a lot of influencers or was kind of more involved in the like Bookstagram community, book talk community, I could like reach out to people to do like cover reveals for me. But like that's a lot of time and effort and you have to build those relationships and stuff like that. So like you got to figure out like, okay, what can you as a person bring to your own table of doing this stuff, right? Like what skills and connections do you have? How much time do you have to like build all of this stuff? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. I am really, really glad. This is so off. Well, I mean, it's not really off topic, but I'm just blabbing right now. But I am so glad I gave myself such a long pre-order period because like I knew it wasn't like I don't know, a lot of indies don't do this long of a pre-order campaign, especially for like paperbacks, because there's a lot of risk that comes along with doing this long of a pre-order campaign, especially when you use Ingram, because they're psychotic and they don't work very well with indies. So like in theory, at any point in time, they could start printing my book. Like right now, they could print my book. They do not even have the like ARC version. They have like draft 3 version right now and a fake cover. So like there's risk involved, right? But like there's so many little things that I'm learning, and just if I think I heard someone say it in one of the discords I'm in, but they said it's the death of a million decisions, and that's really what indie publishing is. Like there is no one way to do it. There's like 87,000 decisions, and which ones are the right one for you at what time for what book is very subjective, and it's really hard to anticipate that. So like to an extent, you kind of just gotta choose stuff, throw the spaghetti at a wall, see if it sticks, and then like keep trying things. Like it's a whole thing. And I feel like every week I learn something new and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like this week's was pronunciation guides. Apparently, well, I was not planning on doing a pronunciation guide because for my book, it has I tried to make all the names like you would pronounce it how it looks. I tried to spell it how it would be pronounced, even though I did create like a naming language, right? So it's not an existing naming language. I came up with like, you know, a sound inventory and rules for how it comes together phonetically and how names are created. And it has, it pulls from a lot of similar patterns as like a lot of Slavic languages, right? So it feels like it fits in that language family, but it's not. But I spelt it all in a way where it's very, you know, so I wasn't planning on doing a pronunciation guide because I, as a reader, don't look at those because I can't remember. Like, I don't know. I normally don't even look at those. Like, I'll glance, but like, they don't work for me. But apparently, there's so much trauma in the fantasy community by the whole like kale. I don't even know how it's actually pronounced thing, where everyone pronounced it differently in their head. And then once the audiobook came out, everyone was like traumatized. So now apparently people really, really like pronunciation guides. So now I have to figure out how to make a pronunciation guide. You know what I'm saying? It's a rough life. Let's see, Aaron has to run. Oh wait, no, okay. We're already all the way up here. Jeopardy. The score was so close. It was so close. It was really anybody's game. It was a nail biter up until the end. It was. Unfortunately, I have to head off and pay attention to this lecture. Sounds great, Aaron. I will see you later for our stream. Yeah, 6 hours and now 41 minutes to go. Hopefully it'll all be worth it. I hope so. It's hard because it's like with one book, your potential is very small, right? Like as you have more books and more backlists open, it's like one sale can be a lot of sales and you get so much more information and you get so much more like potential for momentum building, where when you only have one book, it's really small and you really got to fight for like every little sale, every little like click, right? Like it's a lot harder. And I don't know. Yeah. Publishing is almost just as personal as the writing process. There are so many avenues to follow. No path is more correct than another. Exactly. Right. Like you kind of just got to pick what game you want to play and how you want to play it. And like, you know, you just gotta, yeah, exactly. Archangels is also about helping writers creating new ways to make money while writing your book. I mean, depending on effectiveness, right? Like if it works, I know there's going to be a lot of writers that would be interested in that. The problem is real and we all experience it in a different way. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I feel like we should work our way towards doing another sprint because I'll just keep talking about stuff. But yeah, I think, let's see, it's 9:20. I want to end this around 10. So I feel like maybe we do like a 35-minute sprint this time. And then we'll have a little bit of time at the end to chat a bit more. If I can edit this. I don't actually. can we do a 35-minute sprint? Yes. Okay. I figured it. I figured it. Oh no. Oh no. I broke it. I broke it. Okay. We're okay. Also, I changed colors. Haha. Honestly, my only goal with my first book was to make enough to pay to publish the next one. So far, it seems we are on track since I don't plan to start the professional stuff on March. That's awesome. And honestly, that is a huge accomplishment. Like, that is a huge accomplishment, being able to make back enough to publish a new book, because that's essentially paying for itself, right? Like, obviously you have to put the money into the first one, but like that level of stability is, I feel like, a really big goal of mine too. Like, if I can get to the point where my books make enough to then publish the next one, then you're sustainable. And then if you start making a little bit more money, it means you can do more of the extra stuff, like more marketing stuff, more ad stuff, or you could look into like audiobooks or translations and stuff like that, and like just slowly build your little business, which I don't know. I find that very exciting. I don't feel like my first book is gonna make enough to pay for the next book, just given I've kind I've kind of approached these first books with the like, let's see what happens when I do all the things, because I saved up for a lot to be able to publish these first few books. So like I'm doing like like I have a custom illustrated covers. I have like a very nice map artist doing the maps. Like I could do it all so much cheaper if I needed to, right? So we'll see how it goes, if I can sustain that level of like investment. But if the books don't make enough, then that's gonna have to start until I hit something sustainable and then can start growing it again. Um, I didn't think so either, but here we are. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. I'd love to chat with you about that at some point, but alas, we must do sprints. And that means I need to fix the size of this guy. We need our banner. Okay. All right. So if you want to throw your goal beforehand in the chat, go ahead and do that. My goal is going to be to finish setting up the database structure for my potion world building stuff in my Notion space. That is going to be my goal for this sprint. I think I can do it. And this is going to be our last sprint of the stream. But of course, if you want to join me again later today, which I should probably put that link in the chat at some point or show it up at some point, but potions. We're doing potion world building stuff with Erin on my world building channel this afternoon. It'll be great. Okay, let's get started. I will see you all in 35 minutes. Oh my gosh, that scared the... That was a bit jarring. Oh gosh. Wow. Okay. Let's get all this hidden, switched over, comments back on. Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody. We have finished the sprint. How did that go for y'all? I know everyone's working on a lot of very intense stuff. Outlines, paying rent, Slack messages, schedules, all sorts of things. Hello, Wow Mel TV? Galax, hello. Ooh, got a good bit done. Good, very good. I got a decent bit done. I had hoped to get more done on categorizing the whole potion thing, but that did not appear to have worked for me. It was just, I don't know. It's a lot more work than I expected it to be, trying to get all of this stuff organized. So who knows? We may end up just with some screenshots and various pictures of notebook pages for the stream this afternoon. But let me know what you all did. Let me know what your plans are for today, and let me put up. I wanted to share this if I can figure out how to do it. How do I share it? Okay, here's what we're going to try doing. We are going to try share this tab instead. We're going to go here. Okay, I think this works. If you are curious about the stream that I'm doing later today, this shows my time, but live in 5 hours, which is 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is my time. And we're going to be going through my potion magic system and doing that. And we will have Aaron there with us, who's a chemistry student. So that will be a lot of fun. So if you want to check that out, I guess I should probably put the link, copy link. I'll put this in the chat if you're curious and you want to come for something witchy. Yes, exactly. That's the goal. I am excited. I think it'll be fun, and I'm literally just doing it because it just hurts to go through a spooky season without playing around with my potion system. TBH, TBH. Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry, I closed that up. So yeah, that'll be fun, and it is the end of October, which is crazy. I don't know how many of y'all are doing Cody the Writer's like 90-day writer challenge, or if you're preparing to do a November challenge, like rough draft challenge, or looks like Nano 2 is back or something. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that. I don't really do Nano, but I'd be curious how this month went for you. Like, how is that working out? I know that just from being in some of Cody's streams, a lot of people have been getting a ton of stuff done. Like, it's been pretty crazy. I think his whole like plan of putting that together and building a community around it was really great, because I think it's been working out for a lot of people. I know I've been having a lot of fun and like meeting a lot more writers and stuff. So that's been very great. I feel like my goal at the beginning of this 90-day challenge has changed a little bit, because originally I was insane and I was like, I'm going to do a first draft and a final draft of this other book, and I can do all of that in 90 days. And then I looked at my time and I was like, that's not how the world works. So I've been working on getting this final draft of Because the Beast Came done for publishing in April. And that's my goal for the 90 days. And I'm really hoping I can get it done earlier than that. That's kind of the idea. But I think this first month has been very, very productive for me. Like, I've gotten a lot done. I made it through all of the copy edits and like line level edits that I'd gotten from a couple of beta readers and from my copy editor. And now I've been going through and like making some tweaks that need to be done and just doing like final flow passes and like making sure all the prose is like what I need it to be and everything. Which, should I have done that before copy edits? Yes. Did I misunderstand what my copy edits were? A little bit, but we're learning. We'll do better next time. Let's see. Ooh, Wow Mel TV is saying relatable. I'm hoping I can get at least 50K this month of my psychological thriller. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, I feel like 50K. 50K. I assume that's, you mean for November, right? You're not hoping to get that done in the next day, unless you're basically there already, in which case, congratulations. Yeah, I have never written 50K in 1 month before. I'm hoping I can now that I'm doing all of this full time. Like, that sounds like it should be a reasonable thing. But I think the most I ever did in a month was when I was on maternity leave with my first kid, and I think I got 40,000 words in a month. Because I'm not one of those people that can sleep when the baby sleeps, so I just wrote and had like a playpen set up in my office, and like he would lay on my chest and sleep on me and I'd write. Like it was a very sweet month. Oh, you did 32K last year, so maybe 50K is a dream, but I will try. Yeah, who knows? I mean, what's that saying? Like, shoot for the stars and you'll land amongst the clouds, or I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I think setting dreams or goals that are a little higher is always good. Pushing yourself, as long as you're graceful with yourself if you don't meet the goal. That's always the struggle for me. But I think it can be really good. You have 2 under 2, so maybe my babies will be nice. Fingers crossed for you. I mean, 2 under 2, that's rough. Mine are 2 years apart, so I guess technically for like a couple of weeks had 2 under 2, but yeah. Let's see. Majiko hasn't started writing what they want yet. Still world building right now. Ooh, do you have any world building goals though, or like when you're hoping to be ready to move on to writing or something like that? Because I feel like I don't know, that's a very motivating thing for me to do, is set those kinds of deadlines just with the way my brain works. So I'm always like, okay, I need to get this done here, and here's my list of all my things. Then obviously it all blows out of proportion and I have to redo my plan like 87 times, but there is always a plan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's very fun. Okay, we have all that up. We have all that up. I did all of that. Okay. I think that's good. Let's see. Everyone who world builds, you guys are so inspirational. It sounds so scary to me. It's definitely like a whole thing. Like there are people that do it to smaller degrees, and then some people who go super crazy. I think I'm like, I don't know, for people that go super crazy, I think I'm not that crazy, but for most writers, I think I'm pretty crazy. I always get comments on like my like big world building videos, especially when I do them or talk about it on this writing channel versus the world building side. I always get people who are like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not a fantasy writer, because oh my gosh. But like it's the fun part for us, you know what I mean? Like I feel like most world builders have a love for science and the natural world and the way things work, and for history and anthropology, and it's just like this desire to learn a lot of things and deconstruct all of these things and put them back together in new and interesting ways, which is just a lot of fun. I think it's an absolute blast, and it's one of, I would write, like if I wasn't allowed to write fantasy, I would still write, I think. But like I don't know how much the passion would be there for that. Like I don't know. I mean, I would definitely do it, but fantasy is, dream, passion, love of my life, other than my actual love of my life, and all that. But it's definitely a lot. Oh, you're gonna dive into those videos. I'm sure it will help me write my sci-fi fantasy novel. It's on a shelf because I'm stuck with editing. Oh yeah, that's rough. I mean, yeah, go for the videos. I definitely don't talk about a lot of like modern or like future stuff with my world building. But like at the very least, it might give you some ideas or inspiration or somewhere to start. Sci-fi future-y stuff is definitely not my thing, but I feel like there's got to be other creators that do sci-fi stuff that would definitely help and all of that. And obviously, always welcome to have more people watching the videos. And stuck with editing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's always ways to kind of try and jumpstart those again if you need it, like getting critique partners or hiring an editor or something like that. Like even just doing like a manuscript assessment, like if you're really stuck and like other writers aren't able to help enough, and that might give you enough of an idea of where to go. But yeah, editing is rough, especially if you can't figure out what it is that you need to fix, right? and like what's off about it, or you're just not sure where to go. Machi goes, lots of things they want to do by the end of the year. They want to finish the elevation map and the climate regions before the end of the year with time to get back into Blender. Oof. See, like, this is where we get into, like, I'm not as crazy as some people that are very crazy about world building, because, like, Blender is terrifying to me. Like, I watched some streams, like, Edgar of Artifactian has done some Blender streams, and I think he did a Blender speed run for the World Building Festival. And I watched that. And I'm never gonna do it. Like, that is too much for me. I don't like the, like, app side of it. Like, I like doing it all by hand. Ooh, Peter does sci-fi. There you go. I have underestimated the time I'd need for most of the world building. Yep, I feel like that is how it goes. Very much how it goes. Ooh, you want to make a game? Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, very comfortable with Blender. That makes sense. Yeah, Blender terrifies me. I mean, honestly, Photoshop still kind of terrifies me. Like, I'm getting better at it. I think attempting to draw character art and taking some courses on how to do that and how to work with the different tools and stuff has helped me a lot. But like, I'm still really bad at it. Like, for the most part with my maps, I use Photoshop like you would a piece of paper, just with layers. Like, I use zero other features. Like, I barely even use like the fill tool. Like, I just hand draw everything with like my super basic brush. I will change the sizes of the brush, but it's like a super like hard round, I don't know, basic brush. There is no texture. Like, I use it like paper. Hello, Laura. Happy Halloween. We're unfortunately probably wrapping up here because I need to make myself breakfast and then dive back into finishing prepping for the stream this afternoon. Let's see. Oh, Peter, too crazy for world building. Probably one of the worst ones out there. I'm building my world since 2012 and still haven't finished yet. Trouble is I try to do too many things at once. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. And I feel like that can definitely be a problem. And it depends on like the scope of what you're doing too. Like, I had that problem with my first big project I took seriously. Like, I had a lot of fantasy books and worlds that I kind of worked on, not super seriously, but like the first book and world I really took seriously, the one that I queried. I spent like 4 or 5 years working on world building stuff before I actually like forced myself to write it and kind of had that switch flip of like, I'm going to be an author. Like, I'm going to do it. So we need to make it happen. Right. I had that like switch flip. And yeah, it was rough. But since then, the projects I've been working on, I've tried to be really focused with the world building because I was like aiming to query, and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to query, it takes books, right? Like, I think the average I've been seeing is like 5 to 10 books before you get an agent. Obviously, that's not the same for everyone, but it's like something to prepare yourself for. And so I was like, okay, like if I want to do that, I want to be like finishing a book, like at least query ready every year. So I only have this much time. So I was making my projects with that kind of like world scope that I could do it for that quick of a project. And now I'm letting myself branch out again more now that I'm decided to self-publish instead, and I can do full series without having to worry about books not getting picked up. But yeah, I feel like that's really helped me control myself because that is something I really struggled with. Ooh, it'd be cool if I can make at least one environment snapshot of my world in Blender before the end of the year. Like, oh, cool. Fingers crossed. I'm so sad I won't be able to catch the stream later, bringing the babies out to a Halloween festival, but I hope I can catch you again soon. No worries. I mean, it's Halloween. People gotta, it's a day to spend with family, especially kids, But yeah, and you could always watch the rewatch, recap, whatever. It'll be available, right? If you want to watch it later. I did Maya and Houdini in my career. Very cool. Building 3 completely new worlds. I have this world and not use anything others have come up with before. So no spaceships, time travel, parallel worlds, but something else. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a lot of work. Ooh, hoping to query in the first quarter of 2026. That's exciting. Querying is an ordeal. Yeah, like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, but I obviously didn't, I don't know. I mean, I queried one book and then I shelved that book and I didn't have high hopes for that book when I queried it. Like, I was like, I don't think this is going to get picked up because there's something that's not quite there about it, but I'm not at the place where I can make it work, but this is the best I can do, so I'll query it. I feel like the book that I'm publishing now, which, I mean, that's what I planned it for, was to query it. I feel like it would have the potential to be a lot more successful. Like, it's a lot more marketable. It's a lot more commercial. It's very hooky, like, definitely compared to my first book. Which, like, I had a few moments where I'm like, should I try querying it? But I'm like, no, I don't want to be trad pubbed right now. Self pub is going to be the thing that works best for me. But like, querying is rough. If you haven't, oh my gosh, wait, before we stop. Okay, let me pull this up because I am obsessed. Hold on. Let me pull up. If you haven't seen, share screen. Okay, if you haven't seen Meredith E. Phillips, who is one of my favorite AuthorTube friends, she is a horribly delightful person. Where's their videos? I got a book deal. She just got a book deal and she had gotten an agent, and I don't know, it's very exciting. She has a whole querying series that I would recommend watching if you haven't already seen it. Like, if you're here, you probably already aware of her, but she's delightful. 10 out of 10 on Meredith. Oh, you literally just watched it yesterday? Yes. Everyone should watch it. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so happy for her too. It is so, like, I don't know. I feel like some people might, like, have that feeling of, like, FOMO or jealousy or something, but I just find when writers I know get, like, book deals or get their agents or get their books published or, like, whatever it is they're trying to do, like, I just find it so exciting. Like, you're watching dreams happen, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's absolutely amazing. Your middle grade horror died in the queer trenches. I'm working on an adult dark academia now called A Study in Demonology. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, I like that. I don't get FOMO. I like it when people are doing things. Me too. Me too. Like, there are some cases where I get FOMO, right? But it's not like what I'm seeing people do these cool, exciting things, right? Because I think it's all a journey and we're all going where we're going and we're working and we're doing our stuff, right? But like, yeah. Seeing people succeed is amazing. It's very exciting. I love it. Especially when, like, you know them and you're friends with them, and like, I love it. Oh, George is popping in. Hi, George. I'm trying to wrap. I will eventually wrap this up. We've already done our sprints. But if any of you don't know George, George runs the Conlangery podcast channel, and he does conlanging live streams on Saturdays at a time that I can never remember. It's like morning for me. I feel like it's like 11 for you, maybe 10 a.m. Eastern time for me. I'm not really sure. Something like that. But yeah. And if you haven't seen George, we're doing potion streaming later today on the World Building channel. I can't wait for yes, I cannot wait for Alyssa to get an agent. It just feels inevitable. Like, it does. It feels inevitable. Yes, 8 a.m. Central Time if you want to check out George's conlanging streams. It's another beast that I'll be tackling next year. Yeah, it's hard. It's rough. It's something that, like, I think especially for like writers, it can feel like a lot more than you need to do, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. Oh, and you already bought like $4. Yeah, fair. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really cool. You'll love it. It's great. And even if you're a horrible linguist grammar person like me, it's doable. I feel like if I can do it, anyone can do it. Oh, you plan to be there? So sad I didn't get to work with you. We're gonna make it happen though, George. We should do it. More writing people might be interested because tomorrow we'll be doing some thematic work. Ooh, yeah. So if you want a little like sneak peek and you're not like sure what you think, watch George's oh wait. Is your stream already live? Let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah, so this one. I expect to be horrible and fail and have to redo things multiple times, yeah. I mean, the only way that I've successfully done it, honestly, is the fact that I've done all my conlanging on streams, and I just have a lot of conlangers that are, like, telling me how to do things and giving me advice, and, like, honestly, y'all, like, the writing community is amazing, and I really enjoy it, and I feel like I'm finally starting to really get into it more, like, I definitely struggle with that more, but the conlanging community is, like, I don't know, it's blown my mind with how, like, helpful and welcoming everyone is, like, I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit more of a collaborative thing doing the conlanging than writing is, right? Because writing, you just have these super long stretches and you're not really sharing what you're writing as you're writing it, you know? But like in conlanging, people are sharing what they're doing. It's very a collaborative process to work with each other to create things and help each other and give, all of that. So I don't know. I found that very, very nice for me and like getting to know all the other conlanging creators, cough cough, like George, and be able to get help from people is like, I don't know. It's been very cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I have all of their books. Mark, David, and Jesse. Actually, I don't think I have all of Mark's books, but I think I have the first couple. That's the language creation toolkit or something like that. And then obviously Jesse's book, which is over there, bookmarked for my conlanging homework of the week from Jake. Yeah, we try to be accepting. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you definitely are. It's pretty great. And like when I went to KopiCon 2, which was earlier this month, which was the whole thing that I was in Scotland for. I'll have a blog coming out soon for that. But like meeting everyone in person was so nice. Like I feel like I just clicked with everybody and it was great. Everyone's great. Oh, the book when it was a website. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, does anyone have any final questions for me or topics for me to cover real quick before we end the stream? Because I'm hungry and I need to feed myself. But yeah, I'll have the stream later today. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do for sprints next month. I feel like the Friday ones in the morning I probably would make a little later if I do more of those next month because I feel like not a lot of people are ready to jump in at what is 8 a.m. my time. So I might push those back to like 9 or 11 or something because that seems to be when more people are available. So I might still do some of those. I think I haven't decided, or I might just try and do a couple like Saturday ones or like pull in other writers or something. I don't know. We'll see. Food, go eat, enjoy your stream. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited. Okay. I'll give you like one more minute if anyone else has any final questions real quick before we go. But yeah, I'm doing good. I am definitely doing good. And I'm getting a lot done today and I don't know. I don't know how y'all's weekends are looking for you, but I have a really open weekend right now and I'm really excited about it. Like I have a lot of things I should work on, but like having the time to be able to do a little bit of all the things I need / want to do is very nice. Okay. Let's see. Enjoy your food. I'm also subscribing to Conlangery right now. Yes, do it. George is awesome. Just to have more sources for next year. Yes. Yeah, George is great. And I mean, there's a lot of channels too that do a lot of like introductory videos. Like I feel like George is really great for like watching the process and following along live, watching the relays. I don't know how many videos George has that are like, yeah, okay. There's a lot of interviews, but there's not as many videos on like guides. So you should also find some of those too, because I feel like that pairs well if you're trying to like learn stuff. But also, George has like interviewed all the main conlanging channels, like scrolling through the normal videos. Like we've got David and Jesse, we've got Bib, we got CD Covington, Artifexian, Agma Schwa, Jesse Peterson again there, like, ooh, Jacob Miles of Let's Have a Booba, all the people. Oh wait, and me. Although I wouldn't watch my stuff to learn how to do things, to be honest. Yes, George, I feel like you would be so good at doing, like, an intro series or something, or, like, even just, like, some side tip videos. Like, I feel like that would be so good. Um, ooh, videos would be my books would be my main source and videos would be supplementary. Yeah, I feel like that would work really well. And there's also, like, some people do little series for specific, like, feature sets. Like, I've been watching, Lichen series on polysynthetic languages. I need to finish that, but it's been very helpful to, like, have something, like, focused like that. So I always think that's super helpful. But okay, I'm gonna go eat breakfast. And for those of you that are gonna be there for the stream this afternoon, I will see you there. And otherwise, I hope you have a great Halloween or Friday/weekend in general, and keep an eye out for whatever streams I'm gonna do next month. I don't know. I'll make a post with the schedule at some point. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.